Our snow-filled winter might be exactly what we needed, not for outdoor activities, though there were plenty happening at Bade-Makaska in Minneapolis tonight, but to help remedy a huge problem that started last year. Cheryl in Lake Elmo and Jenny from Sacred Heart wanted to know, is the snow impacting Minnesota's drought? Good question. Jeff Wagner explains why this warm and wet season is a solid start.
What is all over the ground right now?
Snow.
A little bit or a lot?
Lot.
There is zero shortage of moisture on the ground right now, right as it's most needed below the surface.
Do you think all this snowfall will help our drought conditions?
I would hope so, definitely after it melts, but...
So not right now?
No. I mean, I don't think so. It's not water.
Liquid or not, relief is now just a waiting game.
This is probably what the doctor ordered to help us kind of ease back on the drought a bit.
Pete Boulay is a climatologist with the Minnesota DNR.
Has our snowfall impacted the drought at all?
It's helping out a little bit, but by no means is getting rid of the drought.
Why is it not impacting it as much right now?
Well, we just don't get a lot of precipitation in the winter, and also it's not going in the ground right now.
There has been some improvement over the past several weeks. Here's the drought map in early October. The red signifies areas with extreme drought. The most recent map shows it has scaled back since, and that's not including the record snowfall from last week. That's now at the whim of above freezing temperatures.
The ground isn't very hard. The frost is shallow, so depending on what happens the rest of the month of January into February, how many January thaws do we get, we could meter some of this, kind of frozen moisture into the ground.
I know that different kinds of snow holds different amounts of moisture as well, so I don't know if it's a dry snow or wet snow.
We have fluffy, we have wet, we have icy.
It's like a layer cake, which Pete wanted to convert into water.
Find a good spot where it wasn't disturbed, and you put the can in like this.
While collecting the snow, we learned the ground below is surprisingly soft enough to push a ruler into it,
pretty
thanks to the thick snowpack
soft ground
insulating it.
What happens when all of this snow melts?
There's lots of water.
There you go. So now I gotta melt it.
Pete later told us the 15-inch snowpack melted down to nearly 3 inches of water. It's like an ankle-deep puddle just waiting to quench the ground's thirst.
We have a big deficit to make up.
Jeff Wagner,
so we have a long way to go.
WCCO 4 News.
A slow spring thaw is ideal since it would give the ground time to soak it up. A fast melt could cause flooding, but the water might then run off into rivers and streams where it's needed. If you have a good question for Jeff, you can email him by visiting WCCO.com/links.